Hey, this is Frank from Max Digital, and I wanted to make this video because I see a great opportunity for you to take market share from your top online competitor. This is an absolutely free attack plan that I do to help small businesses. There's no obligation to purchase anything from me. I send these out because some business owners see the value of the information provided, but are just too busy to implement the ideas themselves. However, you are free to take this free attack plan and implement strategies as you wish. So let's jump right in. So when I Google plumber in Raleigh, North Carolina, this is the search page that comes up. I think we can all agree that 90% of the people don't ever click to page 2 when they're shopping for a service. So it's important to have your business popping up on one or more of the 3 sections of this first page. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition. Aside from paying Google advertising dollars to be in this first section here, what you can do is strengthen your Google business profile so that you can be one of 3 to 4 businesses that Google places into this second section of the results page known as the Google Map Pack. To be one of these few businesses listed, in addition to making sure your profile is fully optimized, you will need to look and see how many online directories your competitors are listed in and make sure that you have more than them by roughly 100 or so listings. We use an online tool called Whitespark that scours the internet and identifies how many directories each business is registered with. There are literally thousands of directories you can register your business with, including yellowpages.com, Yelp, the BBB, and Angie's List, to name a few. Many of these are free listings. You just have to take the time to do them. So then the final section of the search results page is what's known as the organic listings. That's these down here. Google's ranking for this section is purely based on the strength of your website, and Google ranks based on both content and backlinks. So the second thing that I wanted to mention, it has to do with content. And before we talk about content, I just wanted to show you here that once you get past these directories, Angie's and Yelp, the first business that's showing up here and the business with the strongest plumbing website in Raleigh is Midtown Plumbing. So I wanted to talk about the content and compare your content and your backlinks to Midtown Plumbing's. So going over to your page here, I can see you do have some good content. You do have some pictures, which also count as content. And I use a site called SEO Quake, which is just a tool that gives me a little bit of insight into the statistics or analytics of your website. And so I can see here that you have 1,733 words. So you do have a good amount of content. Usually you need at least 1,500 words to be optimized with Google or to be considered an authoritative site. And you guys have 1,733, which is actually more than your competitor Midtown Plumbing has. And theirs seems to be a little bit slow to come up. But if I use that same tool and look at their analytics, they only have, I'll show you here, this is Midtown Plumbing. They only have 727 words. So you have more words than them by double. And you might be asking yourself, well, why are they outranking me? So there's a few other things to talk about. So content, as far as content goes, you want your content to be dense with local buyer intent keywords. These are the words that are actually frequently being typed into the Google search bar. The more these keywords are mentioned in your content, the more relevant Google will see your site to the search phrase. To get a good look at the keyword phrases that you're ranking for, I use this other tool called SEMrush. It's a paid tool, and it shows me that you are ranking for 2,400 keywords. When I scroll down and I look at the list of keywords that you're ranking for, I could see many of them have your name in it. Many of them reference something related to HVAC. I do see, I thought I saw one down here related to plumbing. But what I did notice here is that you don't have what's called the local buyer intent keywords. You don't have anywhere where it's referencing the city that you are servicing. And many of them don't have the specific phrase that somebody would be typing into the search bar, like HVAC Raleigh or plumbing Raleigh. So when I compare that to Midtown Plumbing, the #1 site in your area, you could see aside from this first one, which is they're ranking for their business name and their service, All the rest of them are the local buyer intent keywords, referencing both the location or city they service and the service they're providing. Just all different variations of it. So Raleigh Plumbing, Plumbing Raleigh, Plumber Raleigh, North Carolina, Plumbing Raleigh, North Carolina, and so forth. And you can see that they must have those keywords embedded into their content, whether it be in the words or in the pictures or some of the behind the scenes alt descriptions. They are ranking in the top 3 or 4 in this case, but mostly in the top 3 for each of these keyword phrases. And I just wanted to show you the volume here. This is the number of searches per month. So you can see this one here, Plumber Raleigh, North Carolina is 880 searches per month, and 600 here for Plumber Raleigh. So there's a lot of searches here, and if you can just imagine getting 10% of those searches, what that would do to your revenue and ultimately your bottom line. So that's content. I also wanted to just speak briefly on backlinks. So backlinks are simply links from other websites over to yours. They act as an endorsement of your site by that other site. These backlinks give power to your site because these endorsements tell Google your site can be trusted. The goal is to have more backlinks than your competitor, but the quality of your backlinks also matter. The more relevant the site that your links come from, the greater the strength it lends to your power in Google's rankings. For example, if you had a link from a pizza restaurant site, that would not be as relevant as if you had a link from a plumbing blog site. So again, going back to the same tool for your website here, you have 1,200 backlinks coming from 308 referring domains. And so you want to have more backlinks again than your competitors have. And in this case, you do. So Midtown Plumbing only has 446 backlinks coming from 102 domains. So we would have to look at the quality of the backlinks. We can, click into that and we can get a list of what all the backlinks make up for both you and them. You can see which ones are the powerful ones, which ones are not. And so it's really a matter of just going and getting the powerful backlinks. But really, it's a combination of all those factors we discussed coming together to bring ultimately power rankings to your Google. So in closing, we discussed your Google business profile and how you want to register your business with as many online directories as possible. We talked about content and how you want to have at least 1,500 words, which you do, to be considered an expert by Google, as well as targeting the local buyer intent keywords. That's going to be the key thing for you. You want to target them as much as possible within your content. And then lastly, we talked about backlinks and how you want to have as many relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google that you are an authority. And if you implement these strategies, you can be number 1 across Google for this particular area or any service or city that you decide you want to expand in. So again, you can either take this information and implement the strategies on your own, which I'm totally cool with. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself some time, you can reply to my email and we'll set up a time to discuss in more detail. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.